As I said to you,
yes.
For a long time in this war, I defended Israel's right to defend itself. But that right to self-defense has now been consumed by senior members of your government, your colleagues, Smotrich, Ben-Gvir and others, extreme right-wing members of that government, who are now talking in a very brazen and very open way about what they really want to happen, which is, in their words, cleansing Gaza of all Palestinians. That is ethnic cleansing. That is a war crime. So you may not say that, or maybe you will, but your colleagues are saying that, and they want to cleanse Gaza, as they put it, of all Palestinians. That is not self-defense. That is ethnic cleansing.
Who is Piers Morgan? The broadcaster who thrives on controversy. Piers Morgan has spent decades in the spotlight, moving from newspaper editor to television host, becoming one of the most outspoken and polarizing figures in modern media. This video explores his rise through British journalism, his time on international television, and the fiery debates that made him famous. Morgan isn't just a broadcaster. He's a provocateur, an interviewer, and a voice unafraid to challenge guests and audiences alike. This video dives into his career highs, his public clashes, and the influence he continues to wield in media. From tabloid headlines to primetime confrontations, Morgan has built a career on bold opinions and unapologetic commentary. Is he a fearless truth-teller, a professional provocateur, or both? Today, we explore the life, career, and controversy of Piers Morgan, the man who made headlines by never holding back.
I would love to hear, what should I call myself, sir?
I think you should call yourself whatever you feel comfortable with, but as a person...
He calls himself a dwarf.
Well, that's great.
A dwarf.
Good for you. I'm happy to...
So now, sir, let me pause that. So it shouldn't be called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It
Listen,
should just be
I
called
do not want to
Snow
get
White.
cancelled
So
because
saying...
I think your point of view is more important than mine right now. But what I'm annoyed about is Piers trying to take a cheap shot at someone that believes in society moving forward.
Yeah, I'm actually exposing the hypocrisy of the woke mentality of only gay people can play gay parts, only trans actors can play trans parts, and so on and so on and so on.
I think we want to get to a place where everyone can play
Snow
every
White
role.
and the Seven Dwarfs has to be cancelled because you're not allowed to have dwarf actors.
You should be happy, Piers, because it means that now you can play your dream role of Grumpy.
I would love to play Grumpy. I loved all the dwarves in that movie. They were great.
Welcome to Who Media, the channel where curiosity leads the way. From famous celebs and cartoon icons to legends and hidden names, we uncover the stories behind the people you know and the ones you don't. Piers Morgan. The name alone evokes a storm. Tabloid editor, TV host, internet provocateur. But who is the real Piers Morgan? Is he simply an attention addict with a microphone, or a man who reinvented journalism's margins on his own terms, fearless to burn bridges and light new ones? Let's walk through his winding, headline-studded rise, clashing with royals, networks, and society, with questions pulsing beneath. He's not from a gilded background. Born Piers Stefan O'Meara on March 30th, 1965 in Guildford, England, he was a curious kid. By age 7, he was already devouring newspapers, discussing headlines at dinner, and at 14, he sold his first article to a cricket magazine. Can anyone imagine that level of hustle in a teenager? What sets people on a path? Talent, ruthless vision, or a fire that whispers, "You're meant for more"? Leaving Warwick University offers behind, where he was poised to study history, Morgan instead chose Harlow College to study journalism. He may have been young, but he was no naive dreamer. He joined local papers, planting himself amid celebrities, even if it meant playing the clown for photos. What happens when your hunger for recognition becomes your early fuel? With each click, does the hunger grow or does the fuel run dry? In 1994, at just 29, Rupert Murdoch made him editor of News of the World, making him the youngest national newspaper editor in over 50 years. Just a decade in, living the Murdoch dream, was that savvy networking or a sign of unmatched boldness? A year later, he moved to Daily Mirror, climbing despite occasional missteps. He was ambitious, unapologetic, magnetic. As his influence rose, did the rules bend, or did he break them? And break them he did. Morgan chased scoops like a hungry wolf. The Mirror's City Slickers financial column tipped stocks, but Morgan once bought into one the day before, and later promised to donate profits when controversy struck. He also mocked Naomi Campbell in court, defended paparazzi, and shrugged off privacy critics. Where's the line between gut journalism and gut punch tactics? And was he ever sorry to cross it? Then came the Iraq scandal in 2004. Morgan published photos alleging British soldiers torturing prisoners, only for them to be revealed as fakes. The fallout destroyed his Mirror editorship. Was it ambitious risk gone wrong, or a powerful lesson about credibility? From praise to exile, how fast does a media king fall? Exile didn't last. Morgan pivoted to television, riding the wave of reality TV and bold interviews. He judged on America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent, becoming a familiar face and sharpening his brash persona for mainstream eyes. In 2006, he won Celebrity Apprentice. By 2009, Piers Morgan's life stories let him dig into the messy truths behind celebrities. Are tears more captivating than truth? Was his knack for pulling down personas the secret of his appeal? Then came Piers Morgan Tonight on CNN, replacing Larry King in 2011, a Brit grilling Americans about guns, politics, and privilege. Ratings fizzled. He pushed in pride, but the audience slipped away. Was it cultural friction or format mismatch? In 2014, it ended. Morgan was globally known, but network hosting shallow. Would you call that failure or a launch pad? He then reinvented himself in UK morning television, Good Morning Britain, with equal parts controversy and audience pull. He fueled debate, criticized woke culture, took on elites, and on it cost him too. In 2021, after a heated Meghan Markle segment filled with skepticism about her mental health claims, he quit amid thousands of complaints. Confrontation always sold, but empathy sold coverage too, and he buckled under their clash. Could his downfall be the same as his rise? Unfiltered honesty? He leaped into the unknown. In 2022, he launched Piers Morgan Uncensored on Talk TV, and then took it global on YouTube in 2024, owning it outright. Now, with 4 million subscribers and over 1 billion views, he's ranked among the top news influencers, outperforming legacy networks and leaning into virality. What does it tell us when a tabloid king finds more traction online than in legacy media? His show thrives on confrontation. Joy Reid recently accused him of ambushing her, digging up old controversies for clicks. Morgan shrugged, promising to answer on the show. Is this journalistic scrutiny or clickbait warfare? Either way, it's effective. Today, Morgan identifies less as a presenter and more as a media proprietor, building an online empire that mirrors others like Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire. Does this trend mark media's transformation from gatekeeping journalism to entrepreneurial spectacle? And as he warns, legacy outlets better wake up or disappear. Isn't that exactly what he's living proof of? So who is Piers Morgan? He's a headline chaser turned platform builder. He's the schoolboy who wanted to alter media, not just sit in it. He's the tabloid editor who defied ethics, the host who defied networks, and the YouTuber who made networks feel old. Most of all, he made controversy a network, and then made himself its CEO. In the end, his story asks us, do we follow voices we love or voices we can't ignore? And what happens when the same voice is half news, half performance, all provocation? Piers Morgan isn't just a personality. He's the era's mirror, reflecting our hunger for conflict, celebrity, and outrage in pixels and print. And perhaps that's why he stays, because we keep watching.
Okay, why can't I identify as a black lesbian?
Well, firstly, I mean, it was.
Well, I'm serious. If I can identify as anything without any need to prove I'm actually what that is, why can't I, on International Women's Day, say I'm Piers Morgan, I'm a black lesbian?
I think taking it to a kind of absurd status,
I think
we're
that's
talking
what.
About quite a
with
strong
respect, I think that
change.
you'd already opened the absurdity door by saying it is limitless. You can do what you like. Anyone can say I'm a woman. So I simply ask you, why can't I?
Thanks for watching Who Media. We hope you had fun learning something new today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a story. Want to see more cool videos? Head over to our channel and start exploring.
Why are you not talking about the most important issue that is facing our planet
Because it's
today?
rank hypocrisy.
It is
isn't
not
it?
hypocrisy.
I meet so many
This
vegans
study from Oxford-
who devour avocados and almonds and don't seem to realise it involves the slaughter of billions of bees.
Both almonds and avocados are less damaging to the planet.
Oh, they're less damaging. And what about how they get flown here from California? What
Still
about how
less
they
damaging.
get trucked across
Still less-
Europe?
That study in Oxford, that is exactly what it
Killing
is
the
about.
planet.
No,
anyway, look,
it is-
I'm starving, and you're not going to persuade me. And my response to you destroying all these things is to have a Big Mac. Because you know what? It's a free country, it's a democracy, and I'm allowed to eat meat, and I'm certainly allowed to eat meat when someone who kills bees to feed their avocado habit minds.
What we're asking is for the government to support farmers.